Hey guys, this one's pretty tough. Hits home. And I think this is gonna hit home for anybody who has owned a pet. This has recently been going. This has gone on. This has been like 24 hours since the start of when this happened and to now. And as you could tell from the title, it ended very, very horribly and very, very wrong for this beloved man's pet. Um, so this guy um, owned a pet squirrel and also a pet raccoon. Peanut was the squirrel's name, and I think it was Fred is the raccoon's name. And what has happened has been absolutely bizarre, absolutely crazy to think um, that something like this could even happen. The agency basically had her or some. Let me get to where it actually says. Oh my gosh! Please don't tell me that it's not. Of course, it's not going to say it. But these. Oh, here it is. Department of Environmental Conservatives, the DEC, sees Peanut and the raccoon named Fred from owner Mark Longo's home in animal sanctuary in rural Pine City near the Pennsylvania border. That sanctuary is known as Peanut's Farm, and this is for animals that have been that need additional help. I think this whole ordeal is it's just gut wrenching. Um, there were complaints given to the agency um, that wildlife was being kept illegally. Um, then they illegally, or no, then they euthanized both Peanut and Fred. Um, what was crazy about this all is that it was so bizarre how this all came to be and even how it was dealt with. As you can see, he's talking about nonprofit. There was a nonprofit fundraiser. That fundraiser right now is about 50,000 and growing. They had a goal of 70,000. They're going to hit that for sure. It's not going to take very long. 24 hours and it's already over 50,000. That's just crazy. It just shows the amount of fans that Peanut the Squirrel had. Now, Peanut the Squirrel um, is a media sensation on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Uh, yeah, and on here it shows 550,000 um, people had been fans of him. I think I've heard a million on Instagram or something like that. Big fans, a lot of fans. Love this squirrel. This man took in the squirrel. The squirrel was injured. He went to other places, seeing if they would be able to help him uh, nurse the squirrel back to good health. Um, because the squirrel had been hit by a car. Um, its mom was there, so this was when Peanut was just a baby, and the mom unfortunately did not make it, but the baby was alive, but in serious medical condition, needed some help. And every place he went to had given him the answer of, I think we need to euthanize him. This man said no, completely took care of this this poor little animal, this poor little baby squirrel. Nursed it to health, became great friends, and then kept him in the house. That's the thing to me that shocks me the most. This was a house squirrel, and the raccoon was also a house raccoon. So why, out of all the animals, they had over 300 animals at this place. They had over 300 animals. Let me see if there's a better description. Oh yeah, here we go. There were over 300 animals at this ranch called Peanut's Farm. And what is crazy is that, and it's sad, is that, yeah, here it is. It talks about the whole incident. Is that the man who took care of this all of a sudden gets bombarded, house raided, treated as though he was like some crime boss or drug mob, overturning the house. That's what he said, that the house was moved around in search for both Peanut and Fred. And they took Peanut and Fred away forcefully, and then they were taken to wherever they took him to. I forgot what the name of it was. Oh, DEC. Whatever the building is, wildlife building. He had not had any update on what was going on. Started that GoFundMe. There were petitions made of over 20,000 people signing a petition to free Peanut and Fred. And the government decided to kill them. This is outrageous. Is this where taxpayers' money's supposed to go? To killing innocent pets? Is this really what America has become? And this is really should be very important, especially, with the elections and everything going on, because this is our chance in the elections to have a say in what our government, who we want running our government, essentially. And I don't think anybody really in the right state of mind would say that this was deserved at all. Yeah, they were making claims saying that, oh, the squirrel was illegal. Well, the owner has made it known they were already in the process of getting that wildlife card for these animals. And that is not a surprise, because they have that wildlife farm to help rescue animals in need. And it wasn't like he was saying, go have a pet of a squirrel. He actually mentions in videos that I've been watching, and you could look them up, that squirrels are not always the best pet. This was under the circumstances of, this squirrel could not live literally without him. And you would think that of NYPD to decide, rather than to do something important, help somebody, save somebody's life, help make sure that the city is safe, etc., etc., decided to do this. This is the fear I have, and it is ridiculous how this is going on. Is what does this mean about everyone's pets in America? This is serious, and this is why this has been such a big story. And yeah, I mean, the squirrel is a popular squirrel, definitely. But the reason why this is so big and so huge is everything behind that, of the fact that this is an animal, this is a pet. The government literally took away this man's friend, this man's pet, um, and literally just absolutely destroyed his life. You can see, I guess, his wife, um, just absolutely in tears. Just absolutely in tears. They said that they are going to be going through the process, making sure that there is justice for Peanut. Um, and this is just, there has to be justice for Peanut. This is so uncool. This is so unright. This isn't America. What has America gone to? To the point where government can come into somebody's home, take out your pet because somebody complains, not even taking any evidence or anything into consideration, and kill your pet. The weird thing also about this, and I'm going to mention this, and then that'll probably be the video. The environmental conservative and county department of health claimed that the reason that they killed and had to kill both Peanut and Fred is because apparently Peanut bit, even though with their line of duty they should have gloves on. They should have some form of protection. If this is considered a wild animal, wouldn't you want to take precaution? So that is very odd. I think that's a very lackluster and dumb claim. The other thing I will say is that they so with that they decided to euthanize the animals to be able to test to see if that person got rabies. Rabies is a very common, I mean, well, not very common. It's a very obvious to tell the difference in the actions of animals, especially for for a bunch of people actually, that they study wildlife and how wildlife acts. That is the Department of Environmental Conservative and County Department of Health. They should know that. They should know that. I don't know what the heck that kind of acclaim they hope to get from that. It really just is. It just sounds as an excuse. It's a very pitiful excuse, in my opinion. I think that's lame. I think they're trying to take the easy way out. They never should have done that. I don't even know what the heck they were thinking. They clearly were not looking out for the animal. It doesn't make sense. This almost seems like he was targeted. Um, And it's just very obvious, and there's just no explanation for it. It's just so weird. It's so random. This this worries me. Um, Unfortunately, my pet passed away a while ago. I had a pet dog. He was awesome. Loved and cared for him. And if something like this had happened, I would be absolutely enraged. Because this means that our pets cannot even be safe at our homes. The government can just come and take them away and kill them. And with how everything had happened, doesn't think like it really seems like they don't even have to have a reason. Rest in peace, Peanut, and rest in peace also, um, Fred. This is just I and I pray for both Mark Longo and his wife for the hard times that they are going through. Um, Send them um, much love and my support. This is just not okay, and I hope that justice does get served for Peanut. This is I don't even know. This is just shows how much in shambles this government is. So it is what it is, but boy, there's got to be repercussions, and the government has to get better. This cannot be happening again, no matter what animal it is. Hope you all have a great day. Sorry to bring you guys some brand news, some sad news, but this is life. This is the reality of life, and this is the world we live in. And in order to make a change, we have to start noticing these problems and actually looking at it and talking about it and trying to do something about it. Hope you all have a great day. Bye.